Okay, AP art historians. Here we have um, another of our global prehistory works. This is from Asia, so it's one of our older works of art, understanding that civilization started in Africa and moved out from there. And here, this is not too far. We're in the Saudi Arabian Peninsula, the Arabian Peninsula. And this is called the Anthropomorphic stele. It's from the Arabian Peninsula, as I already mentioned, and it's fourth millennium BCE, so 4000 BCE is fine. And it's made of sandstone, so pretty easy to work with material, so that helps. So I'll stop here so that you can get your ID. For your form, so your first notes that you're going to put down in the upper left-hand corner, think about what you see here. It's a stone that's been shaped to some degree, and then there's some marking that's been, the stone's been cut away to reveal lines and markings. So we do see an abstract human form. It's stylized in the sense of there's more of an emphasis on the face, the chest, the head, and the larger open eyes. You can see that there are no arms, for example. And so that's what stylized means in this regard. There is a belted robe that the character is wearing, the work of art seems to be wearing, from which hangs a double-bladed knife or sword. And then there is another, so here's the belted robe with the double-bladed knife or sword. And then this is another kind of like an owl, like a sharp, pokey thing that's worn across the chest as well. Large or small scale. In this case, we're definitely looking at larger scale because this is about 3 feet tall. And remember, as we get into the Neolithic works, Neolithic meaning we're later on in the Stone Age, and the peoples are starting to settle down. And this work is definitely indicative of peoples who are staying in a place. Unfortunately, we don't know a ton about the people who made this. Again, prehistory. But this is large. We're starting to get bigger in terms of scale, and that's going to continue. And then we know that this is carved sandstone, and it does maybe even look to you like a little bit like the shape of a gravestone, kind of like an old-fashioned gravestone. And we'll see if that's what it is. Moving on to content. So our theories about what this might be. Anthropomorphic in this case means resembling human form. And we'll define it. It's on your packet, so do make sure you have your packet out so that you can also define. So in this case, human. See how good I am at writing on the very tiny screen. Okay, so anthropomorphic meaning resembling human form. And then again, possibly wearing military weapons. We think that this is what's called an awl, and then this being the sword, the double-edged sword. So the fact that it's maybe a military representation could factor into our function in a little bit later on. Okay, yeah, as promised, some definitions, woohoo! So anthropomorphic, this goes on your packet, having characteristics of the human form, although the form itself is not human, right? So it's not something that's actually human, but it looks or is made to look like it's human. Like a similar representation of this might be like when you draw a house, and then on the house you make the windows look like eyes and the door look like a mouth or whatever. So anthropomorphic, commonly used term to describe giving non-human things human forms. And then stele, the plural of which is stelae, right, is an upright stone slab decorated with inscriptions or pictorial relief carvings. Sometimes it marks a grave. It won't always, but sometimes it does. So usually a big upright stone slab. This slide combines a little bit of what you're going to write on the right-hand side. So thinking about how it looks and our guesses or our theories about the possible military garb, the fact that it's made to maybe look like a human form, possibly a gravestone, is what gives us our guess as to what we think it is. And it is found at a burial site. In an area that had extensive trade routes. So both of these are context. Again, we don't know that much about the peoples that lived here, but we do know that this area was an important stopping ground on the way to going places. So that's important. So this gives us our function. So this you can fill in on the top right corner of your card. So military weaponry and burial site, the military weaponry that's shown on the anthropomorphic stele, not actual weapons. No actual weapons were found. So then art historians speculate that this was perhaps a grave marker of some sort. Again, several reasons why, right? And on your beautiful map, you can go ahead and fill in on number 6, again, the anthropomorphic stele. We're in the Arabian Peninsula from 4000 BCE, and it's sandstone. Here we're focused in on the year. The location is provided with the bright red stick.